Hey guys, it's Carla from the Paper Trail. Thank you for being here. Today I'm going to make this cardboard pumpkin. This is a really simple craft. I'm using book pages to cover my cardboard, and I want to tear off the straight edges first because I don't like those. But I'm just going to paint on glue and water, and then lay my pages on there and then paint on top of it. And you want to make sure that there's glue underneath and on top of every piece of paper. So you can't layer them until you've already put glue on top. So I'm just filling in most of the little spaces. They don't have to all be filled in, but and then paint glue on top. And now I'm drawing on my pumpkin, and I know you can't see that well because it's pencil, but I'm going to go over it with marker, and so that you and I can see it better. So I just decided on a pumpkin shape. They're all different shapes, so it doesn't have to be any certain shape of pumpkin, just whatever you like. And then with eyeshadow and a makeup brush, I'm giving it a little bit of color, just some faint color. This allows my book pages to still show through, but gives it a little bit of color. And obviously you can do as much or as little as you want. And then I'm just wiping off the excess dust from the eyeshadow. But the pigment remains, so you've still got that color on there. And now with another piece of cardboard, I'm going to go ahead and cut out that same shape to go on the back. So this is it ends up being pretty strong. And I've cut a square of burlap because I want to cover that back piece with the burlap and give it kind of a rustic look. So I've used tacky glue, and now I'm using hot glue to glue the two pieces of cardboard together. I don't know that I couldn't have just used hot glue, but tacky glue tends to hold better, so I just used both. And now I'm cutting around the shape of my pumpkin, and I'm leaving about an inch all the way around because I want to fray it out. So I'm just pulling out the loose burlap and getting that frayed look. And then I'll cut off the extra long pieces. Okay, so now I'm using twine to cover my marker lines. So the first thing I'm going to do is just go all the way around the perimeter of the pumpkin so that I can just keep one long piece. But then when I go in to cover the other lines, there'll be some long pieces and some short pieces. But basically, I just want all of the Sharpie lines covered. So like this section right here will be a fairly long piece, but there's some of those little sections in the back that are pretty short. So just make sure that they're all covered. Now with a scrap piece of cardboard, I'm going to cut out a stem shape. And again, there's no certain shape for this because they come in different shapes. But the main thing is to have it wider at the base than it is at the top. And then with a pencil, I'm going to kind of draw where I want this to, how I want this to sit, because it's going to sit like it's coming up from behind one of those front sections. So I just gave it a little arch there, and it sits in there perfectly. But now I want to cover it in twine, so I'm putting some hot glue on the very edge of it, and then the first couple of times around I'm going to glue it, but then after that I can just twist it until I get about halfway down, put a little bit more glue, and then finish it off. So I'm gluing it about halfway down, and that may not even be necessary, but I did it anyway. And then at the bottom, I'm going to finish it off with a line of glue. So now I'm going to decide where I want my stem and go ahead and get it glued down. And then I needed another little piece of twine right there just to fill in the gap. And a hanger for the back. This is just a little circle of cardstock paper and a little piece of twine. It just gives me a hanger. And now I've cut some pieces from a faux arrangement that I had, and that will finish it off. I hope you guys like this, and thank you so much for watching, and God bless you.